Good evening, good morning, good day. Thank you for joining me, guys. So I'm just trying to find the optimum zoom here. Why is my phone not doing it? Oh, I'm so sorry. Look away, look away. Okay, I'm going to stick with that one. So we have Henna Hearts, Artistically Inked and Sentimental Swirls, because I want to try and recreate this paper, and I can't seem to remember or recollect very readily when I stamped this. So I just have this overall feeling I may have just done it myself, like maybe I was chatting to some friends on Zoom and I just thought of just did it. So I can't actually remember when I did it. So I thought I'd try and recreate it. Now, I don't have the leaf stamp anymore because that was with a set that I think I borrowed from Wendy. So I'm going to just try and reinterpret this. We're going to go for the pink roses from Artistically Inked, that one. I definitely used Henna Hearts because I can see some little swirls there. So I might use a few more of those. You know, it's not going to be exactly the same. I'm going to try and pick the right colours. I think that's Polished Pink, Blackberry Bliss, Granny Apple Green, and Just Jade. I think that's the kind of colours that we're going for. And instead of these little circly things, I thought we'd use a bit of Sentimental Swirls and maybe just add some more swirls and leaves in it anyway, just for fun, So we're going to start off with a piece of basic white. I still can't get over that it's not called Whisper White anymore, actually, is that? Yeah, that is basic white. And we're going to get started, and it's a basic kind of cluster design. Now, for those of you who've been asking about classes, I have scheduled a class 1. So this doesn't feel right. There's something about this cardstock that just doesn't feel right. I'm not even sure it's Stampin' Up. So I'm going to get some freshly out of the Stampin' Up packaging, because yeah, it just feels a little bit strange. I don't know why. Oh, that's thick. Oh well, I'll stick with this. I don't know, it just, for some reason, just feels a little bit odd. Maybe it is the right one. Or I am just going to go, you know what, I'm just going to use this stuff out of here. Maybe it's just my fingers. No, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same. Sorry. I'm sorry about that, guys. Just having a little moment there. Don't know what that was all about. Wasn't trusting my instincts. So, Artistically Inked. Fabulous stamp set, in my opinion. Just gorgeous. So glad I got it. Hello and welcome to everybody watching on the live. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to get stamping first, and then I'm going to say hello to a few people. Okay, so let's just go back to that card. Or one of the cards. Let's remind ourselves what was going on here. So I've obviously done a few clusters of these pink roses. So I'll get that started. Oh, Denise Willerton, lovely to see you. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Who else have we got in here? Linda, Anne, Vicky, Monica, Kathy, Janice, Bonnie. Miss Bonnie C. Happy New Year to you. Darlene, Roberta, Louise, Bev, Susan, Serene. Serene, nice to see you. It's been a while. Miss Susan Zastro. Kelly, Barb, Carolee, Anne, Georgiana, Glenna, Brenda, Lorraine. Oh, we're all in tonight. Oh, and Vicky's started already. Vicky Allenson, doesn't take much for you. Start telling the jokes. Fabulous. So tonight is joke night, apparently. Wednesday night is joke night. Well, traditionally, I used to do One Sheet Wonder Wednesdays. This is how this kind of all came about, because my stamped One Sheet Wonders were kind of things that I just did once a week. But then I got to the point where I was enjoying them so much that I then decided to do them more than once a week. So I'm afraid, you know, you're just going to have to put up with it now. So here I am just stamping some clusters. I'm not really that bothered about getting them too super perfectly distanced, you know. It is what it is. Yes, sorry, as I was saying, I'm teaching a class on the Tuesday the 25th of January, if anyone wants to sign up for that. It's £20. It starts at 7 o'clock my time, and it will be on Zoom. You need to bring your own materials to that class. Whoa, whoa! Oh, I hate it when it lands butter side down. Ooh. It just picks up everything then, doesn't it? Oh, dear. Oh, well. There we go. Who's that? Roxanne. Hi, Roxanne. Is this a ranunculus set? No. Oh, we don't speak of that stamp yet in the UK because we haven't got it, unfortunately. Yes, it is not to be just yet, that stamp in the UK. Right, now I really fancied using this gorgeous swirl. This is from Sentimental Swirls, designed by our very own Sam Hammond, demonstrator extraordinaire. Sentimental Swirls, that one. And I thought I'd use that instead of, well, not instead, but just use it for a bit of fun. So I've got, so that was polished pink I've just used. I've got just Jade here, which I thought would be quite a nice rich colour to use. Now, I don't actually want to use, at the moment, the whole swirl. Just want to use a little bit of it. But in order to control it, I am putting it on this big block just to help me. I use packing tape to get off. Oh, what a good idea, Barb. Polished pink is it? I know. If thankfully it landed, I have a scrap of carpet under my desk from when we had new carpet put in the house. I kept offcuts and things. So I have a scrap of carpet just to make it, because I have just lino flooring underneath me throughout the whole room. So I put a scrap of carpet just to keep my feet warm. So I added on that, and it's kind of a greyish kind of colour, so it's not, you know, it can take a lot. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Right, Ruth, concentrate a bit now. Did I? No, I didn't stamp that before. Okay, concentrate. Right, let's turn this around. Let's have that one coming from there. That works nicely. So when you want to just use a portion of a stamp, you just be careful, and if you ink it up very gently and carefully, it should be okay. So this one, I know that swirl is going into that flower there, but it kind of, you know, it made sense. So the other thing about just inking partially is that, especially if you do it with a darkish colour like I'm doing with the Just Jade, you can kind of line it up so that it looks like it's coming from behind the flower there. So just take your time. Look at that. Oh, love it. Hi, Martina. Hi, Bev. Lovely to see you. Do say hi if you're watching on the live. And if you're watching on the replay, please do say hi as well. It's nice to have your company, everybody. Even the bots. Let's get rid of you. There we go. Blessed and blocked. Right. Oh, hi Shaz. Hi Cindy Alexander. Who else has come in here? Hi Nessa. Cindy Fox Taylor. Great to see you guys. Hi Elizabeth. Elizabeth from Salt. I presume that means Salt Lake City. I don't think there's anywhere else in the world called Salt, is there? I don't think so anyway. What I am discovering though, but from talking to people from all around the world, is the repetition, particularly of British names, you know, due to colonialism and all that. So, you know, how many Manchesters there are around the world and that kind of thing. Okay, so it's got to the point now where I think I can just do the odd swirl coming onto the page, just to make the pattern look like it's a continuous kind of look. There we go. Do that one up there. Alrighty, that's it for this one now, I think. I'll set that aside. I did want something a little bit sort of more solid for the leaf, so I think I'm just going to have to go with the stamp that we've actually got in this set here. I think that will be fine. So let's get that on. Oh, sorry to hear that, Bev. Oh, welcome, Christine Notting. Is that right? Hi, Heidi. My sister Karen and I have just tuned in. Oh, hi, Karen. Hi, first live from Canberra, Australia. Oh, welcome to the live. Thank you for joining us. Yes, please do invite your friends. I'm just sort of at the beginning of this, really, so there's still time for, you know, Vicky to tell a few more jokes and, you know, for you to pull up a chair and, you know, grab a blanket, everybody. Keep warm. Or for those of you who are in the Northern Hemisphere, those in the Southern, grab an iced tea. What's the weather like now around the world? I know, it's lovely to see you, Bonnie. We miss you. Oh, that's nice, Bev. Oh, so did you invite her on? Oh, thank you. Oh, I like it when this happens, where someone who's watching kind of goes, oh, I'm going to invite them to come on, and then you can have a wee chat, you know. It's quite nice. Obviously, you know, don't talk about anything too private, because just got to remember this is a public space and anybody could be listening in. So don't give away, you know, your bank details and all that kind of thing. Flipping freezing in Devon. Well, in UK terms. I know, freezing is not quite freezing. I know. Mind you, it doesn't take much for it to get too cold, does it? So I'm just popping my hair back up, guys, sorry. Hot tea or coffee, not hot enough for ice. Don't feel like it's summer. Oh, really? Oh, so Australia's not, well, wherever Vicky is anyway. It's not, oh, Melbourne is. Susan's hot. Which one, Kathy? The class? I've got a class coming up on the 25th of January, and it's called Clusters and Lines. I don't want to give too much away about what we're going to learn, but it's not terribly far from the one I'm doing in front of me. So if you're somebody who's been having a go at doing Stamp One Sheet Wonders and you just want some pointers and some tips of how to get started, then come along to that class. It's £20 and it's 2 hours long. So, right, I do love this ornate looking stamp. It's so pretty. Oh, good. Janice has got her fire on if anyone wants to warm their bahookie or as she would say it, bahookie. Is that right? Bahookie. I like that word, bahookie. How cool is that? It's Shaz, it's from Artistically Inked. This one here. It looks so different stamped up. So different. You know, once you put some colour in there instead of the grey. Let's Stampin' Up, print it in. It, you know. That's, I would say that's the same for all the stamps. Once you see them stamped in colour, it, you know, just brings them alive. It's a bit like, you know, shopping for clothes and not trying them on. I used to work in an evening wear and bridal wear shop, and we used to say to ladies, look, don't just dismiss dresses just because of how they look on the hanger. Please try them on first, because they look so different on. And often ladies didn't really know how to dress for their body shapes anyway, so that was kind of our way of going, listen to us, we know what we're talking about. Right, so I'm just popping this lovely henna one in, sort of in different places. I think that's probably enough for now. But I've just inked up, so I'm just going to pop that in there like that, not to waste the ink. I am currently using Granny Apple Green, Denise. I've just used Just Jade, and this is a polished pink. So now I wanted to come in with some Blackberry Bliss for those little wee flowers. But I may also stamp some of the... I really quite like some of these little flowers from here as well. So I'm wondering whether to save that for later. I'll just stamp some of these now. Let's see what happens. Oh, you're cooking some supper. Oh, what are you cooking? Yep, Barb hears me. Yep. You laughed at the wedding dress when it was on the hanger. Yep. And did the shop assistant go, oh, go on, just humour me. Just see what it looks like. The trick I used to use was, oh, let's just try this one on for the colour. Just see what this colour looks like on you. And then often it would be also the right shape for the person too. And then I'd go, oh, look what that's just done for your waist. Or and then they'd go, oh, yeah. Hello, Kelly. I know, a bahookie. You'll have to ask Janice what that means. It's Janice's word. You know, she'll have to explain herself. So as you can see, I'm kind of clustering these little wee purple flowers, and I'm twisting and stamping, and I'm doing 3 stamps of the purple, because you can. There's so much pigment on this ink that it lasts quite a while. Now I am also trying not to push down too hard, but sadly I'm failing miserably. So I just ordered that swirl set. Thanks, Ruth. Was that the tone of voice I was meant to read it in, Cheryl? Thank you, Denise. Hi, Kelly Rose. Okay, so I still wanted to get those other little wee flowers in. No, is there a smaller flower on this one? No, it's just that wee one there. Okay, that's okay. We can live with that. We do have a little bit of dottage there we can use. So I still feel it's missing something though. Oh, I used that sort of sprig there. Oh, right, so what I might do is just get that one out in a minute and use that one and do it in the Just Jade. That is what I'm missing. Yeah. But in the meantime, I'm just going to add some wee little flowers. And again, 1, 2, 3, lots of stamping you can get out of one impression. This is ending up pretty full, actually. It's a bit fuller than my original one, but that's okay. It's all right. It's all working. So, there we go. Can a kangaroo jump higher than the Empire State Building? I don't know. Can a kangaroo jump higher than the Empire State Building? Of course, buildings can't jump. That's a good one. I like that one. My first big order from the new mini catalogue arrived an hour ago. Oh, Cheryl, how exciting. Yeah, you watch it on that ice, Martina. Oh, yes, this is just the perfect thing. It just needed a little bit more delicacy, I think, in here. Because I find this swirl, even though it's very pretty, it's quite a thick swirl, isn't it? So just kind of tempering it, I think is the right word there, with the thinner one. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, there we go, that's better. I shouldn't have done that there, never mind. So it's quite fun to stamp that over the top of the green solid leaves because there's a bit of a contrast happening. You've got the contrast of the fine darker green with the lighter solid. So that works very nicely indeed. There we go. Even hubby laughed at that one. Oh, there we go. Keep it going then, Vicky. I like the jokes. Hello, hubby. Hello, Shaz's hubby. Oh, a bit addicted to this one now. Oh, where else can I put it? Right, I think I might stop there. I am missing a bit of pink elsewhere. What have we got in here that we could use? Oh, got little butterflies. We could have little butterflies flying in and out. Have a swig of my drink. You can let me know what to do. Well, I didn't laugh, he groaned. Hello, Mr. Janice. Actually, I'm wondering whether, instead of the butterfly, I'm actually going to go for an outline flower instead, because we haven't got anything like that. Yeah, that might be nice. Oh yes, I've got one that snores as well. Oh, Melanie. What have I done? What have I done? Where's my pink gone? Oh yes, I dropped it earlier. Oh, bye, Mary. Oh, who's going to sleep? Nessa is. Oh, sorry, Nessa. What do you call a kangaroo's lazy Joey? Yes, Martina, it is. This one. A patch potato. Oh dear, they're getting worse. This little pink flower is very cute. Pink butterfly trail. Oh yes, it could have done. I could have done that, but Bob, sorry. My only problem with stamping butterflies onto a stamped one sheet wonder is making sure that you've got them going in all sorts of different directions, because if I haven't planned how I'm going to use the paper, it's a bit tricky. So generally I don't tend to stamp, especially like larger butterflies or dragonflies, until I know what direction I'm going to use the paper in. So that's, a big tip I would give you. If you're just not sure how you're going to use it, and then add the butterfly in later on so that you've got it flying in the direction that you want it to go in. So these stamps that I'm using now are designed to actually match. So that flower there is meant to match over the top of what the purple ones I stamped, but there's no law saying you have to use them like that. You just use them however you want to use them. So, looking for a few more spaces. Okay, I think that's it for the little flower. I think the only thing I want to do now is maybe do a bit of dottage, as we do have that nice little 4-dot dottage. This is a very mini one. Oh, thank you, Brian. Oh, all the men are wading in with their opinions tonight. Thank you so much. I mean, really, I know I've got 60 people watching, but adding on, people that you're all living with or watching with, I mean, it could be as much as 90 watching. This would really pop on a black card base. Yes. Yeah, or even the Blackberry Bliss one, because this is pretty dark, the Blackberry Bliss. So I'm just adding a little bit of dottage around the place. And it's just to help break up, and it's kind of a cheap way of hiding the overlap of the roses, because I know a few of you out there who are a bit fearful of stamping in this style. You've got this thing about not stamping on top of other stamps, but please have a go, because once you've done it once, it'll be fine. You'll realise that the universe will not implode, and it'll be okay. It's just a piece of paper, and the paper doesn't judge you. So just have a little wee go. But anyway, that's what I sometimes use dottage for. It's to kind of hide the joins. If you've got a bit of a clumsy join somewhere, it's great just to hide. But it also just helps to break up some white space, some other dark spaces. There we go. Right, not loving it as much as I thought I would. Oh, okay, Kelly, that's fair enough. Oh, you mean the stamp set? Sorry, I thought you meant my thing. Yeah, I think it's one of those stamp sets that on paper. Now it's interesting, isn't it? See, on paper, I think it looks fantastic. In the catalogue, you think, oh yes, great. But I think once you have it, and you're just going to do some extra playing with it to really get to know it and get to know its properties, really, and what it's good for. Whereas sometimes there's other stamp sets that you'll look at and you'll go, what do I do with that? But then when you see a few people having a go, it kind of, it grabs your attention. So yeah, I'd say have a play with it, because it's got so many elements to it. I mean, it's got 27 stamps. When you compare that to that, that's only got 12. So that's got double. Yeah, I'd be interested in having a play with this on a more kind of on a smaller scale. Yeah, actually I might do that now. I know what this needs. Just realised, because I've got that really thick, oh, the butterfly came out with that. Because I have this really thick green swirl here, it needs another thick one, perhaps on the other side of the clusters. So I'm going to use that other swirl just to add a bit more to it. Oh dear, hold on. Let's check out this joke first. Oh dear. I added it to Boughs and Blossoms and felt better, so I'm getting there, says Kelly. Oh, Cheryl. Cheryl's heard bad news today. I'm sorry to hear that. She's only 43. Oh, sorry to hear that, Cheryl. Oh. Oh, see, that's it already much better. Now, some of these I might go back in with the one that goes in the opposite direction. Yeah, this immediately makes it look much better. Oh, sorry, Melanie. Right, so I'm using the swirl that goes in the opposite direction now, because it just looks so good together. I'm not going to, I know that it's not going to fit next to every other one that I, from the opposite direction I did, but it looks cute when I can get it in there. These would make great bug antenna, wouldn't they? Little buggy, There we go. I'm much happier with that now. I'm still going. Oh dear. Looks like Cindy Lou Who's hair. Oh, I'm going to have to look that up. Oh, they're talking about doing that here, Mary. Yeah, I'm not convinced it's the right thing to do. Maybe even halfway would be better. Right, my darlings, I think I may have to leave you there for tonight because I'm sorry I came on a bit late. I got caught up doing some stuff at church and then we went shopping. So I didn't get back home till a bit later. So sorry about that. I think I'm just going to leave you with this gorgeousness. And so if you didn't catch last night's video, I made 3 cards. Made that one, and basically I've been trying to remake this paper. So that was one of the cards, and then this was another, that one there, and somewhere on my desk is the other one. I'm sure I showed it to you earlier. Oh, that's a bit strange. Disappeared. Anyway, you have to go and check it out now. So that was last night's video. So let's just recap over stamp sets. I will pop the link for how to make these cards on this video's description, and then I'll pop this video's onto the other description so that people can have the both to look at. So we use Sentimental Swirls, Artistically Inked, and Henna Hearts. So those lovely filigrees, and a lot of the filigree there, and the flowers. You could do the butterflies if you wanted to. Then we use the big lovely rosy looking one there, the leaves and the triple flower and the dots for that one. And the colours used were just Jade, Blackberry Bliss, Polished Pink, and Granny Apple Green. There we go. It's beautiful. I love my Artistically Inked stamp set. Oh, good. Good, Heidi. Can I say just a quick thank you as well to those of you who've PayPal'd me recently. I appreciate, I'm not going to be naming people, but you know who you are, so thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. It means that I can put some things in my basket to, you know, buy some new products to share with you next month, because typically I round off orders at the end of the month. So if people do place orders with me using the host code, I'm able to just finish that order and get that closed off. And so if you are planning to place an order with me, please do go and grab the current host code, which is on artfulstampin.co.uk. It's also on my Artful Stampin Facebook page. It's usually pinned to the top somewhere, but if you do a quick search, you'll find it. Or if not, failing that, email me ruthtrice@gmail.com. Yeah, the Henna Hearts is in the main catalogue alongside Artistically Inked is somewhere near there as well, because it's in the, I think it's called Artistic Expression section. And Sentimental Swirls is in the mini, the new spring mini. So yeah, thank you, Linda. So yeah, so please do, if you enjoy what you see, please give me a thumbs up. Do check out the playlist, stamped, what do I call them, stamped one sheet wonders with Artful Stampin or something. And also, if you want to know how to use your stamped one sheet wonders, I also have another playlist called Using Stamped One Sheet Wonders. Okay, so thank you so much for hanging out with me, guys. It really has been a pleasure again. And this was a lovely, fun, bright kind of one to stamp. And I'm sorry I couldn't find the original video because I don't think it exists. So there we go. So lots of love. Take care for now. And if you're interested in the classes, please email me ruthtrice@gmail.com. Take care for now. Bye. Oh, hi, Jackie. Yeah, just quick. Rewind it. Yeah, rewind it. Yeah. Lots of love. Bye.